Hey y'all, welcome to my kitchen. Tonight for Sunday supper, we're gonna have hamburger steak with gravy. We're gonna have some fried cabbage, mashed potatoes, and some purple whole peas, all Southern style. Let's get at it. Let's make some fried cabbage. We're gonna start with a small head of cabbage, a small onion, some bacon, a little bit of butter, and a good old cast iron skillet. Let's go. So you're gonna take 5 or 6 strips of bacon and you're gonna get that to frying. Once it's fried, you're gonna take it off, but leave your bacon grease in your skillet. While my bacon is frying, I've taken 1 small head of cabbage and a small onion, and I've chopped those up. Okay, our bacon is done, so it's getting smoky, and I don't want to turn on the vent so you couldn't hear me, but this is about how much bacon grease you're going to have left in your pan. So anytime that I fry bacon and I have leftover bacon grease, I have a bacon grease jar. It's like a jam jar, mason jar, that I keep in the refrigerator. When you're pouring hot bacon grease into your bacon grease jar, always put something metal in the jar. I've got a spoon in there, but if you don't, your jar is going to crack. So just stick a stainless steel spoon, butter knife, whatever it is, but stick that in there before you pour that hot grease in there. So our bacon's fried. I'm going to give you a peek at what our skillet looks like. You're going to take and kind of scrape the bottom of that just a little and get all those little pieces up. And then to this, you're going to put it back on the stove and add your chopped onions. You're going to want to cook your onions until they're translucent, maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes. So while my onions are cooking, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of butter to this. One thing I am going to add to this before I add my cabbage is about a teaspoon of minced garlic. And that's about what you're looking for. I'm gonna add my chopped cabbage to this. I'm gonna mix it all well until they like each other. And then we're gonna let it cook until the cabbage is wilted and cooked down. One thing I do wanna note is I don't add salt and pepper to this, and it may be a little pepper, but not any salt, because the bacon has got salt in it and you don't want to have it over salty. So I don't add salt. I may add a little bit of pepper, but you experiment and play with it, but that's just how I spice it in. So this is what it should be looking like, all stirred up and well coated with your bacon grease. Next, I've taken the bacon that we fried earlier, I've crumbled it up, and then I'm going to add to this skillet now. Okay, we've added our bacon crumbles. We've stirred that all up. Looks like they like each other pretty well. I've got my heat on medium to low, and then we're just gonna let that kind of hang out for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, 10 to 15 minutes. You want your cabbage to wilt down. You want it kind of al dente so that it's not crispy, but it's not mushy either. So check it in about 15 minutes. You can also add some chicken broth to this if you wanted to, completely optional. I've done it both ways and it's both delicious. I just did not have any chicken broth on hand. So that's just another option. I would say if you wanted to add that, not to add more than about 1/4 cup. Okay, so our cabbage is cooked for about 15 minutes. It looks exactly like we want it to look, but let's give it a taste. It's perfect. I don't need to add anything. That bacon gives it great flavor. Oh my gosh, it's really good. The only thing I do think I am gonna add is add just a little bit more salt and pepper, but not a lot. You know, I don't always add a lot in the beginning. You can always add it to the end. I am going to add that, but that's the only thing I'm going to do to it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave me a message in the comments if you've tried it and what What did you switch up about it? What did you add? I love to see your take on it. From my kitchen to yours. There you have it. There's our Sunday supper. We've got hamburger steak with gravy, mashed potatoes, fried cabbage, and purple hull peas. I hope you've enjoyed cooking with me today. I sure have enjoyed cooking with you, and come back to my kitchen soon.